House Bill 2087 is a bill that I believe we've been working on for quite some time. Actually had this bill last session and just was not able to, there are a lot of moving parts and we were not able to get it done. So we're taking another stab at it this session. I believe it's very important that we do this. Someone mentioned to me earlier that we're really only one huge data breach away from real problems in the state of Texas. As you know, there is a huge amount of student data collected these days. We are collecting a huge amount of data.
Deceptive. I'm the Director of Education Policy for the Software and Information Industry Association. We represent digital education content and software developers in the K-12 and higher education space, providing instructional solutions for school districts, administrative solutions, parental engagement technologies across the whole spectrum there. So here to answer any questions that you might have on the bill and state our thanks to Representative Van Dever for all the work that he's put in on this bill over the past, I don't know, year and a half or 2 years now, and bringing together all the stakeholders who have worked so hard to put this form together. Yes.
And just for the record, you're for the bill?
We're for the bill, correct. We've been working on this bill with the Representative Van Dever since the last session, including with all the other stakeholder groups. We really want to thank him for the work he's put in and for the carefulness and thoughtfulness that has gone into ensuring that this bill is aligned with what other states around the nation have done over the past 3 years. We've had more than 35 states introduce, I think somewhere around 70 different bills on student data privacy. So it's really important that as additional states come on board and look at enacting some of these things, that we ensure that there's harmonization amongst all these states, and the thoughtfulness that's gone into crafting this bill is really commendable, and we appreciate it. So happy to answer any questions you might.
Hi, Caroline Joyner, Executive Director of TechNet. TechNet is a national bipartisan association of innovation economy CEOs and senior execs. We have long partnered with educators and policymakers to expand access to digital education in the classroom, and we think strong protections for student data privacy goes hand in hand with that. I want to thank Representative Van Dever for his hard work over the interim on this. He did bring a big group of stakeholders together and has worked thoughtfully, taking the best of what's passed in other states, and we're pleased to support this bill and look forward to working with you as it moves through the process.
All right, thank you. Members, any questions for Ms. Joyner?
My name is Jennifer Berglund, and I represent the Texas Computer Education Association, and I, too, want to thank Representative Van Dever for all the work on this, because this is a very tedious bill, trying to get all the stakeholders together, and so thank you very much for the work that you have done. I represent the school districts, and I think most of you have heard of FERPA, which is the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, and that is a bill that's designed to make sure that students' data isn't shared in an inappropriate way. And it's up to the school district to make sure that happens. So if a parent wants to complain, they file a complaint with the Department of Education against the district, not the companies. And that's the reason why we think this bill is so helpful, it's because it makes it clear that when a school district has a contract with a digital company and shares data with that company, that the company is to make sure that that data is to be used only for the purposes that the school district has directed it to. And that's why we as technology directors and teachers are very supportive of this bill.
Good evening. My name is Erin Jones. I'm here on behalf of the College Board. I am here to register opposition respectfully to House Bill 2087. We really appreciate and respect all the work that Representative Van Dever has done on this public policy. I'm here to register opposition to the bill because we believe that there are some unintended consequences related to the introduced version of the bill that would deny students access to scholarships such as We have been working with the stakeholders and Representative Van Dever's office on provisions that would address this concern. And so we would respectfully ask that the committee please approve a committee substitute that addresses these concerns. As testimony previously noted, there are numerous states, dozens of states, that have passed state privacy laws. None of those state laws include the provision that I'm here testifying against today. So we want to ensure consistency. So we look forward to working with Representative Van Dever's office, continuing that work, and with the committee members, and would ask that the committee substitute, if one comes before your consideration, that you approve that instead of the introduced version of the bill. Thank you very much.
But in fact, these are 45 states that have voluntarily come together to create fewer, higher, deeper standards that when you benchmark them to the best in the world, they're world class. And I'm for that. That's what I'm for. I'm not.
When I was involved in convincing governors and others around this country to adopt these standards, it was not Obama likes them. Do you think that would have gone well with the Republican?
In terms of standards, the state-led Common Core State Standards Initiative is developing clear, rigorous standards that will match the best in the world. When the tests are aligned to the common standards, the curriculum will line up as well. And it will unleash a powerful market of people providing services for better teaching. For the first time, there'll be a large uniform base of customers looking at using products. Imagine having the people who create great online video games applying their intelligence to online tools that pull kids in.
If you could tell us sort of in layman's terms what Newton does. I know it's a platform.
We are one. We're basically a way for anybody, any content owner, whether they're a great big publisher, an individual teacher, anybody in between, to kind of plug in. So what we do is we data mine education content and then we personalize it.
So once you can put an iPad or a similar device in the hands of any kid anywhere in the world, you suddenly can get that kid access to the world's greatest teachers and the world's greatest education technology. The reason for that is that education just bleeds data, produces an incredible amount of data. If you can get
What's more exciting is the person who led the Obama campaign's use of data to galvanize a generation of low-income people to vote like they had never had before. Whether you are Republican or Democrat, the simple precision and excellence of the use of information to achieve a result is something in my mind that deserves astonishment. It means, again, that there is no force greater. Think about it. Think about it. Hundreds of millions of dollars spent on this campaign. And what made the difference, right? But this incredible precision and insight gained from data, not only knowing where people are, but testing various interventions, seeing what works, keeping focused on delivering them. We're partnering with Dan Wagner's team from the campaign on the data side we actually have the largest set of data, perhaps, on some counts. As a membership institution, we have a large school counselors are part of members of the College Board, high schools and colleges. How can we leverage our members, in a sense, as an army?